Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I am Hayden Jetson,
And I'm Will Brunson.
and today we are here. We are HD ADHD, and we are here with our special guest Ezra.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello,
we
Mr.
are.
Ezra.
Today, the movie we're going to go over is a personal favorite one from my childhood, and our second ever animated movie
Yes.
in our podcast.
It really is. Oh my god.
It is also a DreamWorks one. Like B movie was our first one. This is our second one with Shark Tale.
We'll break out of the DreamWorks mold at some point.
Yeah. Today it's Shark Tale.
Shark
I just said
Tale.
It is a weird movie. I
It's-
remember it quite well as a child, but
Yeah.
it's kind of aged. It hasn't aged well.
Okay.
It's aged.
It's definitely we'll get a little bit more into specifics later, but
It's
but
weird,
yes.
and though I still love it. Maybe I'm just steeped in nostalgia, but it's one of my favorite childhood films, and
I ironically really like it. Unironically, get it out of here.
it's funny. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
got some problems.
It's good if you are high. On
Yeah.
Or you just don't like it.
If you're on drugs, it's good.
Also, I will say this, and I was thinking of this as a possible thing. Don't do drugs, and if you do it responsibly, because I'm not sure if anything can happen if we say okay, if you drink, I'm sure if you're like drunk, of course, drink responsibly.
Okay.
But by the way, if you're younger, don't drink.
Yep.
Please.
Okay. Yes, we're inciting you to drink. No, we are not.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
do.
Okay, yes.
Buy
So-
my alcohol.
You don't have a brand. Okay.
I
So
know.
this movie. So yeah, we're gonna go over Shark Tale.
Shark
So.
Tale.
Generally, it was a great movie, but let's go get out of the way with the wiki. William, would you mind pulling that up?
Yes, dear Hayden, my good friend.
We're gonna do something different since we don't have the case. We're gonna read from the Wikipedia, and then we'll read from the case.
Okay. All right. Ooh. Excuse. Okay, I'm setting the scene a little too much. Okay. Here we go. Shark Tale is a 2004 American animated comedy film produced by DreamWorks. The film was directed by Vicky Jensen, Bebo Bergeron, and Rob Letterman, from a screenplay written by Letterman and Michael J. Wilson. The film features the voices of Will Smith, Robert De Niro, Renee Zellweger, Angelina Jolie, Jack Black, Martin Scorsese, yes, that Martin Scorsese, director of many a great film, and Michael Imperioli of The Sopranos fame. By the way, I've been called in a consultant for Mob Media. I'm very
because
pleased.
this movie has a ridiculous amount of people from mostly Sopranos, but in mob media in general. So,
Yes.
and since William here knows plenty of that, we've called him in as a consultant.
I'm so honored. Okay, the story. It tells the story of an underachieving fish named Oscar, Will Smith, who falsely claims to have killed the son of a shark mob boss, Don Lino De Niro, in an attempt to advance his community standing. Oscar teams up with the mobster's younger son, Lenny, Jack Black, to keep up the facade. Okay, I have feelings on that.
How much did this movie make, and how much did it cost? Does it say, or do we have to pull that up specifically?
You might need to pull that up specifically.
Okay, let us find that information, since it is hard to find at this point in time.
Yeah. By the way, that was a chair squeak, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Squeaky chair. Squeaky life.
My bad.
Yeah, how dare you?
Oh, no, it's cool.
I'm sorry. Give me a katana so I can kill myself on this one.
No.
Do not kill yourself, please. Reminder, do not.
No, that's just, yeah.
Oh. Yeah. But,
No,
this movie, so this movie made the budget was $75 million, and it made $374.6 million worldwide. So overall, not too bad of a turnout. Yeah.
I'm sorry, for some reason that number made me laugh.
Yeah.
Funny
Okay,
number.
so now that we have that information, Ezra, would you read back the back of the case that we pulled off online?
Of course. One of the best comedies of the year by Paul Clinton at CNN. A comic catch from a studio that brought you Shrek. Shark Tale is a hilarious hit and a wonderful undersea adventure for movie lovers and of all ages. Clay Smith, Access Hollywood. Oscar, Will Smith, a lowly tongue scrubber at the local whale wash, becomes an improbable hero when he tells a great white lie. Keep his secret. Oscar teams up with an outcast vegetarian shark, Lenny, Jack Black, and the two become most unlikely of friends. When his lie begins to unravel, it's up to Oscar's loyal friend, Angie, Renee Zellweger, and Lenny to help him stand up to the most feared shark in the water, Robert De Niro.
Don Lino.
It doesn't say his name at all. It says Robert De Niro.
God bless.
And find his true place in the reef. Yes.
That is actually what it says.
Our antagonist is Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
Yep. But yeah.
Enormously entertaining. Jeffrey Lyons, WNBC.
I agree with that statement. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so now I'm going to... You already heard some big names from the cast, and
Yes.
let's go over a few more of them just because I think it's hilarious. This cast is like one of the most weirdly stacked casts of a cartoon movie ever. You already know Will Smith, Robert De Niro, Jack Black, Renee Zellweger, Martin Scorsese, and Angelina Jolie.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also Vincent Pastore, Ziggy Marley, the son of Bob Marley. That's going to be important for this movie. Michael Imperioli, Doug E. Doug, Katie Couric, Shelley Morrison, Peter Frank, and there's just Frank Vincent.
Frank Vincent, Phil Leotardo.
There's a ridiculous cast, and it is absolutely amazing.
They just called in all the Sopranos boys. Like they have, but like I swear, one of the characters' names in Sopranos is Sal Pussy Malinga. Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, sorry for but now that we're gonna go into the movie, I would suggest spoiler warning.
Yes,
this movie is a good movie. I would suggest checking it out. It's good to us.
We should bring it back in the theaters.
It is
maybe.
Peak fiction. I'm joking.
Maybe
it's not the best movie.
It's
pretty crappy at times, but I feel like it's hilarious.
It's so bad, it's good.
Kind of, yeah. No, there's moments where I say, okay, that was just bad. There's other moments where I'm like, okay, all right, there you go.
And this movie, I think, is proof. You ever noticed, a lot of people who watch DreamWorks might notice that they have weirdly inconsistent movies. They make either the absolute peak fiction or absolute garbage sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And even their absolute garbage can be good sometimes.
Yes.
That is due to the fact they always try something new with their movies. Besides sequels, they always try something new with everything they're doing. And this sometimes works or it doesn't work. And that in general has its effects. It works or it doesn't.
Yes. And by the way, I'm just going to let you know this, kids, there's nothing wrong with not liking a movie completely. There's nothing wrong with that. So,
exactly.
And also, this is opinions. This is just the opinions of three goofballs.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Actually, this is my objective truth. If you don't like Shark Tale, you're in the right for that.
Okay, so let us begin. How does this movie begin?
Okay, it begins with
the DreamWorks.
The DreamWorks Moon Boy who does his famous cast of the old fishing rod, but with a worm.
Yeah, actually has a worm on it, and this time it plunges into the water where we look from the position of this poor worm who is not for some reason impaled on the hook. He's wrapped around it. I guess that's to get their PG stuff on this.
I feel bad for this worm because
he's holding his breath
animation.
And he's generally worried that something's going to eat them. Then, from the shadow, something approaches him with with actual, and I'm not joking, Jaws soundtrack playing behind, which is
Lamayo pop culture reference.
Yeah, this movie's got a lot of references to a lot of things. Sometimes it's egregious, sometimes it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
but
I have more to say on that later, but that's later.
Exactly. And so, then the shark comes in and the worm is absolutely freaking out. Where then it's revealed it's Jack Black, Chicken Jock.
Okay, we're gonna have to kill you for that one, man.
Okay,
wait, he's my co-host. Okay, let's leave the killing for afterwards.
I will become the co-host now.
Okay,
you can't replace me. This was my idea.
I'm stealing your house.
This is you can't do this to me.
Your home is foreclosed.
You can't do this to me. You know what I've sacrificed to do this.
You know what I've sacrificed.
Put the knife down.
Sanity.
Put the knife down. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay. All right. He's no wait. That's a song from The Wiz.
Okay, let's keep moving. But yeah, it's Jack Black, aka Lenny the Shark, who's like, "Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you." And so then he frees the worm from basically untying him from the thing and tells him to go away. Well, then we meet his brother Frankie, who's
played by Michael Imperioli, Christopher Moltisanti of Sopranos fame.
Yeah,
and he's not on a heroin addiction in this movie.
Yep. So yeah, they have a standard brotherly relationship, just like, "Lenny, what the heck you doing?" "Well, I'm here to pick you some flowers." "Hey, Mom said not to hit." "Well, Mom's
not here. Yeah. And then he starts humming the Jaws theme because why not, I guess.
And then he even calls it their theme song.
Their theme song. Okay.
And then he doesn't like it, of course. And then we cut to the reef, which, let's be honest with this movie, it's another standard DreamWorks where they take a lot of the animals, like fish. They make a reef a city. They fish all people. and
Yeah.
all these standard ocean things.
The
Like
reef.
there's a lot of ocean
They
puns.
just like water it.
It's like B movie. This is
Except everything is watered down, literally.
Yep. Yeah, like instead of Krispy Kreme, they have Kelpie Cream. Instead of Coca-Cola, they have Coral Cola. And
They
quick
have
question.
Fish King because they
And-
have the Gup and not the Gap. Oh, I have.
Yeah,
okay,
there will be a lot
fine.
of these throughout the whole
They
thing.
have a sushi restaurant still.
Let's-
Run-
Run by
basically
not a
just-
shark, a
Yeah,
fish.
a literal fish.
yeah, let's
Cannibalism.
Yeah,
Cannibalism,
Technically not, but-
usual typical thing in films.
yeah, but the thing is, is it technically product placement if it's named something else, or is it a joke?
I'd say it's more parody.
Yeah,
it might
How
be
I
a
believe it falls under, because product placement is saying, "Wow, I had a delicious Coca-Cola," but
Man.
then they're like drinking. But in a
Just-
parody, they just drink it and say nothing really about it besides, "Oh, I'm thirsty." Glug glug glug.
yeah.
By the
Delicious
way,
Coca-Cola.
we are not being sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Actually, I am.
No, you haven't.
I knew what you were,
He owns
corporate
me.
drone. You're a corporate drone this whole time.
I knew it.
Anyways, yeah, we cut to Katie Curran, who's played by
Katie Kurt.
Curry, who's an which is kind of funny because Katie Curran is like a news reporter, and
She was a lot bigger back in the day, if I remember.
yeah, stop touching your keys.
My bad, sir.
Yeah, but
Just
it's
remember
kind of funny
9:30.
that they actually got her to play this role. But yeah, Katie Curran's like referring like, "Oh my God, those sharks still here?"
The
Yeah, they're
sharks
playing
are
up-
out of the building.
Yeah, the sharks are like the mafia, and also everybody's scared of them because sharks and such.
And the mafia, so
Yes,
it's doubly so.
So then city life begins after they realize the sharks are gone.
And this is where I start to realize some things about the animation.
It's not
It's
awful.
not great. It's not
It came
great.
out in 2004. Let's be
Yeah,
honest
yeah,
ourselves.
yeah. It's like I will say, I guess time frame, but I haven't seen Shrek in a while, but I remembered it looking a little better. I don't know.
I know.
Yeah,
they
I-
kind of go for a bit
I
more
don't
of a
know.
cartoony
I'd
with this
say-
one.
I
like-
suppose, but
I feel like Shrek 2 came out by then, right?
it did.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, like same year,
Really?
2004. Yeah,
Wow.
Well,
Shrek 2 looks pretty good, besides, in my opinion, Puss in Boots does not look as good.
yeah,
Shrek 2 's like,
well, we're
I'm
talking
kind
about
of-
Shark Tale.
my bad, but I'm just kind of accustomed to Last Wish Push.
yeah. I see what
gotcha.
you mean.
Based.
But yeah, they got all like again. This is where they play off the whole puns, like it's like a city but underwater. Like the garbage truck is just a giant fish. The
Because of course,
roadblocks are held up by somebody passed out. The dolphins are the police with little glow in the dark fish.
No,
red
I'm
and
pretty sure we're killer whales.
And-
no, the killer whales.
No, I
are
think
killer.
they're-
No, but I feel like they are. They kind of look
well, like
I
I
don't know.
heard an
Plus, like,
echolocation
plus,
thing
We've
later.
kind of like set the status that dolphins were blue with soft noses.
I don't know.
Because, like,
Maybe
they
they're
did-
different kind
I
of
did that
dolphin.
later in the film with Lenny.
Whatever. It's something different. But
My
yeah,
bad,
and of
sorry.
course they even have all the stereotypes. Like there, you mentioned the sushi restaurant where
Yeah, Asian
Which-
guy.
and
a
they also
very
have
Asian
like
sounding fish.
and I quote, there are some Arab-sounding cab driver fish. They're not in cabs. They look like
Yeah.
cabs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it has an age well. Maybe it's just a joke. They're
It's
not. They're not being racist.
They
They're-
have high jellyfish, both by Dougie,
oh yeah, the jellyfish
Dougie Doug
are.
and Ziggy Marley.
Yeah,
I
they're
guess one of
Jamaican
it, yeah.
jellyfish. That actually kind of rhymes.
Jamaican jellyfish.
Yeah.
But
But yeah,
alliteration.
But eventually, we cut after this whole city stuff. We
Yes.
cut to Katie Curran. Like, is there anyone who can help save us from the shark threat?
Because of course.
What kind of hero can come to save us from the shark menace? And then we are introduced to
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Oscar Will Smith, who's like, "Yo, Oscar."
No, he's
This
just
is
Will
like-
Smith, man.
Yeah, this is basically just. Well, the thing is, this is a different. I don't know if this is a different kind of Will Smith. I don't know, but it's Will
Fresh
Smith.
Prince.
It's Fresh Prince Will Smith in his rap. It's basically. Let's go over his design real quick because y'all
He's
had
Will
a lot of
Smith,
words.
but
on
he's
it.
wears
he's a fish.
Those parachute pants.
Actually, no. His fins on his
Well, yes,
legs
but
look like
he's-
parachute
Yeah,
pants.
that's what I mean.
He's also got like.
He's got a hairline.
He's got a hairline, and also you mentioned a lot about how he looked animation wise.
His lips.
If you pause on any frame of his face close up,
And we
he
did.
looked terrifying.
And we know this because we did pause on a bunch of
A
frames
lot.
of his face.
Yeah, generally Will Smith Oscar looks. They kind of tried making Will Smith fish look
Like
in
Will
animation,
Smith.
and it's weird looking.
Yeah.
It's early animation and it's fine, but it looks weird. They also all have teeth and such.
I don't know. They made,
Yeah,
they made
Oscar
Mike Myers'
is
face in
currently
Shrek better.
boasting about how rich he is, like in front of what looks like to be a fancy apartment. But then it's revealed by, and I quote, the shorties, aka a bunch of
kids.
Presumable kids.
Yeah, just a bunch of small fish kids who are like, who as it turns out, he's not in a fancy apartment. He is simply near a billboard. As it turns out, he is dirt poor and works at a car wash.
The whale wash.
Yeah, it's a whale wash.
whales.
Where they wash whales.
So are whales cars?
I don't know. It's
I
a play on
personally
word.
don't understand it because whales are rather slow creatures naturally. So what would be the point besides mass travel? But even then, I believe the fish would be faster.
Well, maybe they're not used as cars. Maybe it's just
but
like a wash
earlier in
for
the film, they're
whales.
seen as a vehicle for multiple fish.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to
Earlier in the
mention.
film, because like a bunch of
Also,
fish.
beginning at the film, they also have a walk of stars where they have starfish as
Muscle Crow,
Muscle Crow.
Jessica
bunch of
Shrimpson,
parodies.
and then Seal, and then a seal drops by. By the way, the seal is horrifying. However, I love the picture of where the seal pops in because I don't know.
It just
it looks
reminded
funny.
me of like that really awful Mountain Dew ad where Seal was a literal seal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. But
I hate it so much.
I gotta admit, it's kind of funny. But
I gotta go, man.
moving on. Yeah, Oscar tells he's late for work, and he meets with before that he meets with his other friend, Crazy Joe.
Crazy Joe.
Who's like this
Crackhead Kermit Crab.
He's a hermit crab who's crazy, and he's like this advising Oscar, like, hey, if you ever get rich, could you make me your financial advisor?
You're crazy, Joe.
And then he pulls a
Crazy
Mary
Joe.
Poppins by floating away with an umbrella. Whee! So then Oscar goes to work at the whale wash, where then suddenly Car Wash starts playing, which is
Yeah,
an actual. I think it's an
Car Wash,
original song made for this.
No,
I doubt they made a song for
no,
this movie.
no,
Yeah, not the first time.
no. Have you ever heard of the movie Car Wash from the 70s?
Yeah,
that was the song
Yeah, it
was
just
from
basically
that.
plays Car Wash during the whole him moving through the whale wash.
There
where
was
they,
a remix.
They
later
wax
on.
whales. They remove all their barnacles. They basically just clean them off with soap, clean the tongue,
Yeah.
yada yada.
Yeah,
And Oscar works
And,
here.
he's a tongue scrubber.
Yeah.
The boss of the place is Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Mr. Sykes, a pufferfish.
Yes, Sykes the pufferfish. Yep. So
Yeah.
then we meet Oscar's friend with air quotes. I'll put that because that's important for later.
And
Angie, who is voiced by
Renee Zellweger.
Yeah, Angie's voiced by
of Chicago fame.
Yeah, exactly. Was this before Chicago?
I actually think that was 2007. So yeah.
before Chicago fan.
Yeah,
Yes.
so interesting. But yeah, Renee Zellweger, or Angie here, is absolute down bad for Oscar, and she's one of the few women in fiction who is in the friend zone of the guy.
Yeah, it's like
Such as Phineas and Ferb.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like it's like after you mentioned that, I was actually kind of thinking, it's like, I actually don't see that many examples. So
Vanessa? Is one of those
Yeah, I'd also consider Vanessa too, but that's a different. I don't know.
I gotta watch Phineas and Ferb. My boss keeps telling me. Okay, we're talking about Shark Tale. Bless you.
Yeah, but anyways,
It's
so Oscar is his whole life. He has a life dream where he wants to be rich and successful and such. So he keeps coming up with these fantastic ideas. Like his newest idea is, and I quote, bottled water.
No.
Angie keeps advising him to, not to give up, or not to really give up, but to stop doing these fantasies and actually work his job and such.
Don't quit your day job, bud.
Yeah,
just
that's
basically
right.
to not quit his
Pull
day job.
yourself
Don't quit
up.
your day job.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yada yada, whatever. But yeah, so as it turns out, there's a lot of signs that she likes him. She put the whole
She has
love
a
heart
literal-
thing
yeah.
in her
Little
journal,
book.
and
Checks in for him.
yeah, she
Yes.
checked in. She clocked him in so that he wouldn't, get in trouble and such. Yada yada.
Yeah.
And
For
eventually,
those who don't know what clocking in is, it's where you apply. You say, "But I was here at this point for your job."
exactly.
Just for you jobless fellas out there.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah.
I got
I'm
you.
employed.
Yeah,
Very
same here. I'm pretty
Same.
sure all of us are employed in some fashion.
Same.
Good.
Yeah. So,
The employment bros.
That's our
so
new name.
Oscar goes to do his job while Angie picks up a call referring to the fact that Sykes, the manager, is not currently there and is off at a meeting where you want to go over the whole scene, this scene in particular, Will, since you're a mafia guy?
Oh yes. Okay. So we go to the remains of, and it might have been confirmed. It is the Titanic.
It's the exact Titanic, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. So pretty much, Don Lino, voiced by Robert De Niro of Goodfellas fame, Casino fame, The Irishman fame, where he was
A
called
lot
a
of
kid.
fame.
He was called a kid by Joe Pesci, even though they look the same age. Yeah, he's pretty much giving a speech to Sykes, just about like
That he's raised his kids, he cares about his kids, and now that they're coming up in the world, that he's brought him up into the world, and now the Sykes has to work for them, so she start learning to work for them now.
That's right. And he's feeding like his piranha
This
fish.
is a fish eat fish world.
That's right.
Up here.
One thing I'm surprised about, though, is that they don't ever go to a sushi place.
I know it would work.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if you set that up, at least make a joke about them going there.
Yeah, like
They just eat more fancy or living creatures, such as later in the film or soon, they eat shrimp.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
Plant.
Yeah. But so eventually, Sykes is kind of talking over Lino at times, not letting him finish. He's just generally nervous the whole time.
And he's Martin Scorsese.
Voiced by Martin Scorsese. And eventually, he's just like, "Now you should be helping my sons." Why am I giving him a southern accent?
Hey, you boy!
Yeah. Now you should be helping.
my
Because
son.
do you don't have any mafia?
Hey, listen here. I'm from the mafia.
Yeah, like
Come
that.
to me on the day of my daughter's assault.
Come there the day of my daughter's wedding.
Yeah. There's no. Funny enough, this movie doesn't actually have any Godfather bits, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, no,
The best they have is some characters, maybe.
maybe.
Yeah. Maybe, but yeah, Sykes is like, Frankie, I get working for him, but not Lenny. What do you mean? Lenny's smart. He's special. He can help with that. Yeah, sure, he's special. What the heck is that supposed to mean?
Yeah,
They make a bunch of gay jokes.
yeah,
I don't know if-
We're
I don't know
gonna
if they are
They
gay.
give him a fruity. They make him talk like a fruit.
yes.
Maybe don't say fruity.
Yeah,
Fruity's fine.
I've heard it in some non-derogatory context.
Yeah, I don't think it's derogatory.
However, I am not an authority on this. I don't know.
Neither
Yeah,
am I.
I don't know. They just make
Don't
jokes.
cancel me.
They make a lot of jokes that he's just different from the rest, and then eventually. Speaking of which, Lenny and his brother Frankie show up, but Frankie's just like, "Sorry, Pop, we're late." Lenny had a mistake, an accident. He was born.
He was born. Oh, I'm so sad that Paulie from The Sopranos wasn't in this movie.
Should have been.
Overall, eventually Lino gets pissed at Sykes for the fact that he doesn't seem to respect Lenny, or just doesn't see him as, or maybe he's just acting out for the fact that he's upset with his son's apparent weakness, sign of weaknesses, and whatever.
Yes.
So he then punches Sykes into since it's the Titanic, it's like, draw me like one of your French girls from
Yes.
Rose with the Heart of the Ocean. It's the exact photo with the Heart of the Ocean around her neck and yada yada.
Yeah.
But-
So he just punches him into the picture.
Well, the
because
thing
why
about
not?
Sykes, he's being a pufferfish. He puffs up, and also they make
They make him take helium.
and they make the
just
great
gave-
crime and just they make his voice sound high because he's puffed up.
They
Yeah,
heliumed Martin Scorsese,
It's a great
Can't
crime,
believe they
maybe.
did it to him.
unironically kind of crime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny.
Anyways, basically, Sykes threatens that now Lino threatens Sykes that he has to start paying him protection money now for disrespecting him.
That's right.
So
As
then,
it all goes.
after this, we cut to Oscar's daily job, where he's cleaning the tongue of a whale, and it's just as gross as it sounds.
It
Really is.
Yeah. No.
It's
like
just full of
disgusting.
green goos everywhere.
I know it's supposed to look like disgusting, but it looks particularly disgusting
They
with
tried
like the
too
anime.
hard.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And after a bit of a panic, thinking it was some vomit indigestion, he saves this headphone guy. But as it turns out, the shark was just the whale was just having to burp, and so then an accident is caused where he gets soap in the whale's eye,
So he has to
and then he activates like these mechanisms that will be important for later that kind of trap the whale
foreshadowing's often
to
obvious.
prevent
in
him from
hindsight.
moving. It's foreshadowing.
Often obvious
Foreshadowing.
Yep.
is often obvious in hindsight. Yeah. So pretty
then
much.
after this whole incident, he's then grabbed by Sykes' two henchmen, Ernie and Bernie, who are these Jamaican jellyfish. It's actually kind of clever. I gotta admit. I don't know.
That's admit.
Their dreads are their
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
shocking
like-
things.
actually pretty good.
And-
Kind of feels very stereotypical.
But there's a lot of stereotypes. But
Yeah.
it's kind of
it's
intentional.
already been like 10 of them.
It's intentional stereotypes. though.
I will say this one thing about the jellyfish. After like 10 minutes, I wanted to strangle them.
Yeah,
I'll
one of
get
them.
more
And
into
one
that
of them
later.
they're both voiced by. One is voiced by Doug E. Doug, and the other is voiced by
Ziggy Marley.
who's the son of Bob Marley,
Old
which is
Bobby.
important because Oscar then begins giving like a terrible rap remix of "Everything's Gonna Be Alright."
And then
You
they teach them
disrespect
later-
his father's
later in the
name.
film, they start going, well, this is actually how you sing it.
Yeah, they start teaching him, which is kind of an interesting fact now I think about it. So then Then they take him up.
to pick Ziggy Marley.
Yeah, then they take him up to Sykes' office where they just toss him in, and where Oscar recovers pretty well. Like, Sykes.
Hey, yo, Sykes. Hey, who's your Puff Daddy? No, wait, that line's later.
No, Puff Daddy's way later. That is
and then he starts snapping, trying to like a.
Go on, you're not snapping. You're not snapping. Come on,
stop it, Oscar. It's okay. Many whitefish can't do it.
Is that to imply Oscar is a quote unquote black fish? Because like that's a different kind of fish.
He's more of a quote unquote colored fish.
I suppose.
No. I know that sounds bad, but still, like it kind of makes a bit sense. But that also has implications that there's fish segregation.
Maybe
at a certain point in history.
Yeah,
fish slavery.
Oh no, please.
Yeah.
Please
well, like
stop digging down the rabbit hole.
Sir.
Okay. I think we actually have gone down a little too much. Okay.
Too far.
Basically, Sykes is basically threatening Oscar that he has to pay him 500 clams. To
500 clams.
Because what could you? Because Oscar he owes Oscar owes him a lot of money for a bunch of random
get rich quick schemes.
Expenses.
Yeah. So
he has them all kept down on paper.
Oscar's trying to kind of talk his way out of this, but it ain't working. So then there's a famous scene here where then Sykes then compares him to, and I point just like, hey, look at me. Here's the food chain. On the top is Don Lino. First there's Don Lino. Then there's me. And then there's regular fish. No, that's
me,
me.
Right?
No. Wait, actually, Will, you might help me with this? I'll be Sykes, you'll be Oscar.
Yeah. Go on.
Okay. First there's Don Lino. And then there's me. And then there's regular fish.
It's me.
No, I'm getting there. Yeah? There's rocks. There's coral. There's algae. There's algae. There's single cetomema.
Is that me?
And then there's me. Hey, now I'm getting there. There's rocks. There's coral. There's whale poo.
And then
there's you.
Ah, okay.
That's my stop. Yeah. So what that means? That when Donalino is squeezing me, he's squeezing you. Sykes. He just eventually. Sykes just gets mad and puffs up. The thing is, Sykes puffs up when he's scared and also when he's mad into a balloon. And basically, Oscar's like, okay, let's give him the money.
Okay.
Gotta give him that money.
And then fine. And then Sykes, and I quote, says, I'll give you tomorrow to give me that 500 clams because I like you. I don't know why he likes him, but I guess he just finds him funny.
Doubt it.
And then again, he's Will Smith, and he's kind of funny. And Will Smith's kind of funny at times.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, but then
I just slapped Ezra for those who cannot see because of the thing.
How dare you? How dare you commit violence?
I'm not Chris Rock, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, should we not make those jokes? I don't know.
Yeah, my bad.
Is this too late to make those jokes because that was popular like a few
years? Like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
There's a cat in here. I did not realize that.
She must have stealthed her way in.
Whatever.
Stealth 100.
Whatever. Anyways, so basically Oscar then gets beaten up by Ernie and Bernie, where Angie's nursing him back to health like 500. Why am I giving everyone $5 grand? $5 grand. $5 grand. I actually kind of like how they refer to money. I like how they refer to money as clams because it's usually a joke clams. It's a fun way of doing it. 500 clams. You owe Sykes 500 clams. Oscar, why do you keep getting yourself into this stuff, though? Angie, I'm a dreamer. He doesn't actually say this. I want more than life. I want that. This is Sanchez, and then just cuts to this chick, Miss Sanchez, taking a shot. Or, no, she just putting on deodorant or something like that. No, not that. I want that. No. The top of the reef, where all the somebodies live above everybody else. Dreams of grander things, yada, yada.
Weird societal plot.
Getting out of this rut.
Society, Batman.
But my problem with society is the fact that we live in one.
Based.
Yeah. So... And then Oscar explains the reason why he wants to be so big is because his dad worked at the whale wash for 50 years as the top tongue scrubber, and he thought that was cool for a while until kids laughed at him in school for that. Oscar's dad's a tongue scrubber.
I personally, for a while, thought Oscar had an afro. Dad is a and I thought that was just Oscar.
His dad had an afro.
Yeah, I thought that was Oscar.
Well, he looked like Oscar. You know the whole thing.
And then I was confused why he was holding a photo of who I presumed was meant to be him.
Yeah. And then...
I might be fish blind.
Yeah. Very funny. But then Oscar basically just doesn't want to live that life and wants to be somebody. Angie tries talking him out of it. Eventually, though, to help him out, she gives him one of the craziest gifts ever. She gives him a pink pearl, which is like a lot of moolah, and will be able to buy...
$5 grand.
we'll be able to get him the $5,000 so he doesn't die.
Yeah,
It's like, hey, my grandma gave this to me and told me that it started out as a little sand, then given enough time and energy, it became something greater. I'm guessing what she's trying to teach him is like, hey, just because a small thing can become better over time. You just gotta give it a little time.
Yeah,
he does not learn this lesson yet.
So the character pays the $5,000 and lives every happily after.
Oh, that's the end of the movie. Yeah.
No. He bets it all.
Hey, we're not getting there.
My bad.
The next scene is the dinner scene.
Dinner scene.
Where
I really like this scene.
You want to go over the scene? I'm tired of talking.
So I'll take care of this scene. So pretty much it cuts to a fancy shark restaurant. I guess it's on the Titanic.
Where they have guys playing violins and yada yada.
Yeah, but I think it would have been a good idea to like have it as a sushi restaurant. I know this was like 21 years ago, but I don't know. So anyway, pretty much it's just Don Lino having dinner with his sons, and it's basically just like, all right, we're gonna like
Lenny, you're not being like a shock. You're making me look weak.
No,
you need to start eating. You need, like, look at your brother. He's a shock, and he's eating what he wants. He's eating fish and such. Look at him.
He's just mauling something. Thanks, Pop. I'm Christopher. I'm Christopher Maltasante.
Hey guys, it's me, Christopher Maltasante.
Hey, look at me. I listen. You can't have everybody in the same room to be Livia Soprano. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into that scene.
So then basically Don threatens him, just like, hey, you want to prove yourself you're a shark, eat this, and pulls out a live shrimp from the shrimp cocktail, meaning the shrimp was dipped, shrimp on the babby.
Yeah, well, it's like, oh shoot, here's the thing, yeah, like these shrimp, I learned that they aren't good for you. It's like a bunch of the calories. It's all in this shrimp. And listen, I don't care. I want you to eat it. No, wait, no. And then the shrimp starts talking.
And can I say it, please?
Do it.
It's true. And my sister, she had a baby, and that baby lost all, and then I had to take care of it after she died, and then it lost all of his arms and his legs and just a stump, and it's really sad, and I raised it with my wife, and we love it dearly, and I have to go to the factory, and it's been harder, now it's been harder now with me having to take double shifts in the factory, but all the love I see from that little guy's face makes it all worth it. True story. It's just like this absolute cinema style sob story.
No, it's and then later, the other shrimp in the cocktail are just going, it's true. Don't kill him.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't care.
Everybody, like, no, have mercy. Eat it. And then
let the shrimp down.
And then Sid grabs all the shrimp, and Lenny grabs all the shrimp and puts them out the window, telling them to escape. And like, you're a good person. And then basically punches his hands together, like, I'm gonna get you, Lino.
I'm gonna kill you, shark that's bigger than me.
So then Lino is just like, you know what? That's it. You're gonna go out with your brother, and you're gonna go eat a fish. But Pop, you're gonna do it what I tell you.
You're a big softy, son. You gotta go out. You better go do it right now if you're gonna be the boss of this family. I know that's a Junior Soprano line, but I'm still boss of this family.
Now we cut back to Oscar at the horse race, where he has the $500,000. I guess for some reason Sykes is at a horse race.
You're getting the numbers all wrong. You say 500 clams. Now you're saying $500,000. It's $5,000. They say 5G constantly, man.
Okay.
Get it right.
I'm sorry.
I'm a Shark Tale connoisseur.
Okay.
Mr. Connoisseur. Hey, you didn't.
I'll kill you.
Okay, so basically Oscar's running over like, I'll just go ahead and
get him to the money.
But then he hears two guys talking over like, hey, the race is rigged. Hey,
Number 7's rigged.
Yeah, the horse Lucky Dane. And he just hears the name that the race is rigged and the name of a horse, and automatically thinks
you're gonna trust
on number 7.
You're gonna trust these two random fish. Okay.
Yeah. And anyways, Oscar
actually technically doesn't.
So then Oscar gets into his head that Oscar then is like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna bet this up because Angie told me.
I could double it.
What did Angie tell me? The small things start big, so you should bet it all. Bet it all. So then he gets the idea. Line. He's gonna bet $5,000 on this random horse Lucky Dane.
Reminds me of when I'm
to make a lot of moolah. Then he puts down that money where he's like 500 grand to Lucky Dane. $5,000? That's like, that'll pay 1,000,000 clans if he wins. Then call me Oscar the millionaire, the millionaire.
And the millionaire.
And then Lola, a random woman from across the way hears somebody being a millionaire, just like, and then proceed, and then Ella, and then by a song Ludacris, she's a gold digger starts playing. She's dangerous, super fast, better watch out, she'll take your cash. She's a gold digger, gold.
I feel like they kind of like. I understand why they did it, but the Kanye song "Gold Digger" would have also kind of worked.
But that
was a bit more explicit.
Well, did that song exist?
I think
back in the day. Okay.
No, it came out in 2000. It came out in 2005.
Okay.
1 year after the song. Which, did Kanye steal the song idea?
No.
Kanye's a thief.
And a fascist.
And a Nazi.
Oh, okay. We're getting a little too real here.
Yeah, let's.
Kanye's a wizard.
Okay, he's a wizard here. Okay, so
no, not what I meant.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no. Okay. So yeah, based. Okay. So I'll say this. So you can find on YouTube, there is a 4-minute version of this song, even though it's just 30 seconds of an original song in the movie. They just wrote a whole original song for the movie. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and who plays Lola?
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie plays Lola,
they got
which is
too
crazy.
many good voice actors and actors.
It's crazy. DreamWorks does have a lot of good actors in a lot of their films.
They pick a lot of good ones.
True that. They got the money to spend though.
They make a lot of money. They put a lot of money on their Shark Tales to make a. And
then again, this film did make $374 million.
I'm pretty sure it's after the opening weekend.
Yeah, it's crazy. But moving on, that's still a lot of money. They didn't lose much for 76 million.
Not a lot.
Yeah. But moving on, so Lola is like, I smell somebody with a lot of money. Hey, let's get together, you know. Hey, and Oscar is absolutely dumbfounded and like he's so
dirty
dumb.
Lady. Pretty. Oh man, the biggest Tony Soprano move.
Yeah, and then he starts following Lola around, just like, and then Sykes finds him like, hey, Oscar, what the heck are you doing?
Oscar,
where's the money? Just like, Sykes, let's see. How would you go get us some concessions and I'll take Lola to my booth? Your booth?
That's the VIP section. You can't get in there. Oh, but he's a millionaire, so you can pay for anything.
He just bet what? He bet 500 clams. He bet $5,000 on Lucky Dane. Wait, my $5,000? You bet my $5,000 on a horse?
That's right.
And so yeah, then Lola learns that he doesn't actually have all the money. She's like, you know what, Oscar, I'm gonna be real with you, but you're a nobody, and then leaves.
Deep down, I'm really superficial.
And you're a nobody.
I'm actually just wanting your money.
Yeah, and then she just leaves, and then Ernie and Bernie start playing around with some sausages, not those kinds.
Look at me,
and
I'm a winner.
Yeah, just like, oh Lola, Oscar, I like you, but you're a loser. No, Lola, I'm not a loser, I'm a winner. And then Sykes takes him up.
Hard.
So then Sykes takes him up to his booth, just like, okay, Oscar, your horse better win, or else you're screwed. So then the race begins, and Lucky Dane is stuck in his horse race booth thingy. They're also all seahorses because this is still underwater. Remember,
based.
They're all
fish. It's like SpongeBob,
but less clever.
But worse.
Based.
Well, if you own it, specifically first 3 seasons, SpongeBob kind of fell off.
Yes.
I don't know. Whatever. So
there's some bangers in between, but yeah.
The first 2 films.
Yeah. Let's move. Let us continue.
Awful.
Yeah, so Oscar, basically the horse begins. Lucky Day manages to act. It looks pretty good. Lucky Day looks like he's winning until eventually he gets to the very end and trips underwater.
And
then, have you heard of that? Tripping underwater?
And then Lucky Day loses, and then Oscar's, of course, oh no. So then there's like that, and that's why we call Lucky Day the long shot on the announcer.
Oh, and here's just another funny thing. A funny little line delivery is whenever it looks like Lucky Day's gonna win, Mr. Sykes turns his back to the track and hugs Oscar because he's like, "Oh, Oscar, thank you so much." And then whenever he loses, Oscar notices and he says, wait, don't turn around. I just want to hold you.
I don't hold you longer.
I just want to hold you, Mr. Sykes.
Sykes is, of course, and then Sykes is generally, of course, pissed. And then Oscar's like, well, that is insane. Who in the halibut trips underwater?
Listen here, Oscar. I want you to go out to the
middle.
I want you to go out into the middle of the ocean, find the deepest, darkest hole, and I want you to put Oscar in it. I want Scorsese.
I want you to find the deepest, darkest hole, and I want you to dig deeper.
So then they stuff him in the trunk, which is just the mouth of a fish, and then they take.
Fine, you want me to say it again? I'll say it again. I've had pimples since I was 18. I don't care what you say. Hey, no, something else. You're fired.
Well, you good man. He's getting too soprano. He's soprano.
No worries. Wait.
Easy, big sign, pull it together. Okay.
So yeah, they cut to where the fish. Where we cut now to
The middle of the ocean.
just the middle of nowhere, where Ernie and Bernie are proceeding. I'm
right.
guessing torturing Oscar because they kind of feel like and singing "Don't worry about a thing,
I love
'cause
that
every
song.
little thing is gonna be all right." And then and of course the son of Bob Marley then starts educating. Yeah, this is how you sing the song, Oscar.
Baby, alright.
Yep.
About a thing.
And then coming up are the two sharks, Lenny and his brother
Frankie.
And Frankie.
Wait, we missed the scene
Christopher.
where. Wait, it's a small joke you can pass over. Basically, Bernie or Ernie pretends to get zapped by the other one. It's the whole thing. But yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, Frankie and Lenny are coming up to find a fish, and they see Ernie, Bernie, and
Oscar just
Oh,
like, whoa,
and
this
Will
is,
Smith fish.
like, wow, a dinner theater. This is the easiest thing ever, Frankie. Just go out there and eat them. But what? Okay, Frankie, I could do this. What if I can't do this? Then don't bother coming home. Good point.
Yeah,
And
just
anyways-
don't come home.
So then Ernie and Bernie are just laughing, and then they see, like, oh my god, a shark, run away. And Oscar's like, wait a minute, guys, don't leave me here. There could be sharks out here. Lenny is just struggling to try to eat Oscar. But then Oscar, of course, starts freaking out. Then Lenny's just like, hey. Lenny then licks Oscar, which is canon in at least the DreamWorks universe that
It has been
that
canonized.
Jack Black has licked Will Smith.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why am I saying this? I don't know.
We should have done that as the thumbnail. for
Forgive me, God, for what I have said. We'll figure it out.
He
No,
forgives you.
Don't you forgive the animators for making that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, Oscar is thinking he's gonna get eaten, but then he's like, "Don't worry, I won't, not gonna eat you. Just get at. I'll go ahead and stir up a bunch of sand, and as soon as I turn around, you take off." Lenny tries this, where then Frankie's like, yeah, get him, Lenny.
Yeah, get him, buddy. Oh, get
And
it.
then when the dust settles,
You did it, Paulie.
Oscar, Will Smith fish, is still there.
He hasn't run
Because
away
he's
at
a
all.
moron.
Yeah,
He's
then
a fool. He's like, oh, was I meant to go down?
yeah, now
And then Frankie starts to chase him
where then
after realizing that Lenny was faking it the entire time.
before Frankie can eat Oscar, a massive anchor comes out of literally nowhere and crushes Lenny. Crushes Frankie.
Frankie.
It crushes
Frankie
Frankie.
was crushed by the anchor and tells Lenny.
Wait, actually, let's go over this death scene. Will and actually Ezra and me, you want to do this? Like, Frankie, no,
I'll be the background music.
Frankie, no,
Lenny, come closer.
Frankie, you okay? I'm
I'm sorry. Please.
I'm so cold.
I'm so cold.
It's because blooded. Come here.
You moron.
He just slaps him and then just like moron and dies. Those were his last words. Frankie, no!
Hey, little round of
What am I
applause.
gonna tell?
And then,
What am I gonna tell Pop? And then Lenny just swims away.
Hey,
And
the
Oscar-
Will Smith fish
Hey,
comes back to the corpse of Frankie.
Oh,
But then,
by the
but
way,
then-
but before we move on, how about a little round of applause for the background music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where then,
Incredible! You killed it.
Thank you.
where then Ernie and Bernie show up and it's like, "Hey, Oscar!" Ah! And they're like, Oscar.
Oscar's having a whole freak out by punching and kicking.
But then,
for some
And
reason.
Ernie and Bernie interpret that as him beating the shit out of a shark.
well, having killed the shark. And
Oh,
they're like,
yes.
Oscar, did you kill that shark?
Yeah.
Yeah, Oscar capitalizes and is like, "Yeah, I killed the shark. Well, how?"
And we have a montage.
And then no, wait, it transitions
Oh,
to
yeah.
over where the whale wash where Oscar's explaining to everybody how he killed the shark. And it's like, yeah, and it just overall it's a neat thing. Angie's there and everybody else. Is,
Okay. So I have a little gripe that I want to speak to this, and I'm one of the
yeah,
co-hosts.
I will
so,
let Will get to this. I shall return in a second.
Yeah. I think I have the right to voice my opinion. Okay. So from the world building that has been established in this movie, nobody respects Oscar. This is a well-established fact. And another thing is nobody really respects, quote unquote, the two jellyfish guys. And
They all just believe.
yeah, it's like
How?
so it's like you can suspend your disbelief in some kids movies, but judging by everything that's gone down,
Okay.
everybody
I'm
would
back.
be everybody would be saying, "Okay, I want proof that you killed a shark."
But a dead shark is kind
So-
of is a lot of proof.
I
So
feel like they saw that. shit.
well, like they saw a dead shark. Okay, you could say, oh, hey, I found a dead deer in the woods. I'm here with a gun. Did I do it? I must have done it, right?
Yeah, it's kind of what it is.
Totally did it, guys.
But then Katie Current comes in, pushing her way past Ernie and Bernie, and they're like, oh, man, she was a lot nicer on TV and not in real life. She's basically, she then begins interviewing Oscar, like, so, Oscar, you successfully killed a shark. Isn't that cool? Oh, and what do you have planned for your future? And then Sykes comes in and pretends like, as his manager, I can attest to that. Wait a minute, Sykes, well, you're my manager? Yeah, sorry, kid. Sorry, I tried killing you a minute ago. How about we work together? Okay. We'll split the diff. 50-50? Yeah.
No, we're like 75. No, you just went up. Okay, you have 50, you good? No. 50, you good? No.
Deal.
All right, deal.
So yeah, neither of them happy, but in a good way.
That's right.
Yeah, so,
and that's how it should go.
Exactly. So
we split this 50-50.
Yeah.
I get none of it.
Oscar then basically is like, you know what? I'm the shark slayer. They basically come up with the term. He's the shark slayer, and
that's right. Slay.
And he's slay queen, slay.
Yeah, very nice.
I'm a kill.
Slay king, slay.
Very, very
and everybody thinks that Oscar is this big thing, and that if any shark, and then Katie Curran, and I quote, says, if any shark comes to mess with Oscar, the shark slayer, it will be his funeral. And speaking of which, we cut to Frankie's funeral, where we get a song sung by
I don't know who.
It was the old song
of Frankie and Lenny's mother,
who never appears again, who's crying at his funeral. And then as they kind of just toss, it's also confirmed that they're on the Titanic because his photo is in like the life ring of the Titanic, which is kind of funny. And his funeral, after the funeral, we cut to the wake where
a song is being sung by an old shark boss
named, I think,
Don Feinberg.
Yeah, Don Feinberg. Let me look who he's voiced by.
Peter something.
I think it's somewhere on here. Yeah, but he's Don Feinberg. Peter Falk.
Yeah.
Peter Falk. Okay.
I think I've seen the name somewhere.
Yeah. Don Feinberg. Yeah. Afterwards, it's a whole sad thing. Like, we're missing Frankie, and everybody's visiting the Don and being like Don Lino, whoever did this, let him rot in the deepest, let his maggot-ridden corpse
rot in the fiery depths of hell
for eternity. Oh, and also
they said hell in a kids movie. Can't believe it.
And also, let's hope they find Frankie. Miss him. Find Lenny.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's safe.
Bless his heart. That's right.
Yep. So eventually, Don
Lino.
No, not Don Lino.
Feinberg.
Don Feinberg comes to meet
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, comes to meet Don Lino, and he's like, "I'm sorry for your loss, but I have news on who killed Frankie." And then there's a fart joke in this movie for the first one ever. And it took them. I think it's the only one, which is kind of funny because it's neat that it took DreamWorks this long to make it one. Nice job, DreamWorks.
You did it.
You did it for DreamWorks. Yeah. Anyways, Don Feinberg gives information. Who is the Shark Slayer guy? Who is the guy who whacked Frankie? Well, he calls himself the Shark Slayer. We know he's on the South Side Reef.
That's all we know about him.
It's going to be hard to find out any information about him. But then he also breaks the fourth wall kind of by looking at the group con. He calls himself the Shark Slayer over here. Also, let's go over his assistant. We forgot to mention one character who's played by
Vincent Pastore.
Yeah, who's known as Luca who's called Luca the Octopus. He's just like his main assistant or something.
And the reason that I think the reason he's called that and he's an octopus and voiced by him is because that is Sal, otherwise known as Pussy from The Sopranos. Octopus.
Yep. Ha 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 ha. He also at one point, when turning off some record player music, ends up playing "And I like big butts and I cannot lie"
for some reason.
Yeah.
Hey boys, I got big butts.
Yeah.
It's me, Pussy from The Sopranos.
And eventually, Don Lino's is like, okay, I need to find out who Shark Slayer is when he uses the bathroom, anything about him. But it's going to be hard because he's probably hiding. And then it immediately cuts to Oscar getting the key to the city wearing a big cape. Yes. And they put his face, and then it's like a montage of them putting his face on literally everything, a Gap book, a bunch of different magazines.
Gap is now called Gup.
Yes. Yeah, Gup magazine and Coca-Cola signs and everything. And then eventually he gets that. It also he eventually gets his penthouse. Yeah. And what plays over this whole scene is
What's that song called?
It's Real by Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, that was it.
Yep. But yeah. So we cut to a party at Oscar's new pad where he's got a giant lava lamp, and it's overall pretty sick.
Pretty sick.
Where
the cat now.
Where Sykes is like, raise the reef.
Yeah.
Crush it hot.
Party. Oh yeah, it's hot. No, I love Martin
and eventually,
Scorsese in this. Oh
Angie shows up to Oscar's pad, getting him a lava lamp, which is dwarfed by his massive lava lamp.
Because of course.
Then they go out to the best, as and I quote, Oscar quotes, the best part of his new apartment, which is the view of the entire reef. And he's like, Angie, it's been a long time since, and you really helped me out, and I have to thank you for all my success. And I've come to give you this. And he pulls out a little box. It looks like it's a wedding ring.
Like
joke.
a wedding ring box.
But then as it turns out, it's just the pearl that he gave him. Like, oh, my grandma's
with interest.
It's like he pulls out. It's a necklace full
with
covered in pearl.
Mr. Squidward.
Yep. With cheese, Mr. Squidward.
With cheese.
And it's pretty funny. So Angie thought like that Oscar was going to propose or something like that to her. She's still, of course, down bad for him. But then Lola, the gold digger, Mrs. Steal Your Man, shows up.
Miss Steal.
It's just like, hey, so you're Oscar's best friend, aren't you? Well, you wouldn't mind if I stole him away, wouldn't you? So then he takes him into the party, where then he's journeying like, oh, also down bad. But then a random guy comes in and is like, great sharks, everybody, we have great walks on the other side of the reef, we need to freak out. Everybody starts flipping out, including Oscar.
And then Oscar's like, okay, everybody, go back to your families.
I'm just kidding. It's how we would have been, but not today.
Because you have Oscar, and I'm going to go kill those sharks. Yeah, Oscar, go do it. And he's like, yeah. And then he cries on his way down because it doesn't actually know how to slay a shark. Then we cut to the other end of the reef where those two great whites are looking around are actually looking for Lenny.
And one of them is Frank Vincent of Sopranos fame, also of Goodfellas fame, also of Casino fame.
There's a lot of actors from those three things. There's a lot of characters there's a lot of people from those three things, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
I have no idea, and who cares? But so they're looking for Lenny, like Lenny, wait!
Hey, Lenny, it's me, it's Phil Leotardo.
Just like stop. We don't.
I was brought in as the consultant.
Hey guys, it's me, Jack Black, Lenny.
Quiet! Quiet! Do you want to get attention from the sharks? Like, oh yeah, you're right. And then Oscar's hiding in like some kelp, and he's like, ooh, those sharks went away. And then Lenny's like, yeah, that was close. And Lenny just grabs him, and it's like. He's kind of freaking out and generally pretty upset from the fact that his brother, he blames himself for his brother's death. And he's like, and Oscar's trying to comfort him like, hey man, it ain't your fault. It was kind of my fault for being there.
It kind of was.
But hey, Lenny, you go home. And then Lenny just is like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. My name's Oscar. Nice to meet you. I'm Lenny. Hi. Anyways, can I come with you to your house? No. Oh, people don't exactly like sharks around here. Well, I can't go home. Not after what happened.
That's
right. And then he just doesn't want to go home whatsoever. And then eventually they get approached by the three shorties. Well, they don't see Lenny. They don't see Lenny. They're called the shorties. They don't see Lenny, but they're like they see.
Some people consider shorty as girlfriend or something.
No, it's short. It's shorty, not short e. There's an e.
I'm dumb.
Shorty, shoddy. It's shoddy and shorty.
Well, aren't we all dumb?
Yes,
that's the real.
There's a lot of.
Gay jokes.
No. There's a lot of what's.
How
can I say this without sounding racist? There's a lot of gangsta stuff in this, and references and wordplay and all that stuff for this. Because it's Will Smith.
I am offended. You gotta make an apology for this.
No.
I'm kidding.
Look here. I think we gave our discretion stuff.
Yada. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Anyways, the shorties are like, hey, Oscar's like, hey, shorty, you should go home. Well, not with you around, because you're the shark slayer. And then Lenny's like, wait a minute, he's a shark slayer? Oh. Then they leave, and then Lenny's like, wait a minute, you're the shark slayer? That's impossible.
You're the guy.
Wait a minute. Then he comes to a conclusion like, wait a minute, you're a liar. You're claiming you killed my brother? You didn't do that.
You're profiting from my brother's death.
They're just like, what? Nah, I'm the shark slayer. Yeah, you go ahead, get out of here. Just like Lenny's well, I would get out of here, but maybe if somebody would tell somebody that you're not the shark slayer. He basically threatens Oscar like, I'll reveal your secret. And then Oscar's like, oh, fine. So he decides to take him home with him, where he doesn't actually take him to his penthouse, but they sneak through the sewers, just like, so you dig dog, yo, diggy dog.
You suck.
Yep.
You boo, you stink.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mother.
Based.
So they cut to them. They're sneaking through the night, trying to make it to like this garage where I'm guessing Oscar used to live, which is just like a supply garage for the whale wash.
It's just the broom closet.
Yeah. While this is playing, "Good Foot" by Justin Timberlake is also playing during this whole scene.
Because of course it is. Because why not?
Why not?
Where they get eventually Lenny.
Please give me a reason.
Oscar takes Lenny into his to this. I'm guessing again, like I said, I'm guessing was his home, and generally then he starts goes to lay down and says snuggly wuggly buggly, and Oscar is just like, okay, there's rules here, no snuggly wuggly, whatever the heck that was, is okay. And rule number 2, no eating anybody. Well, as you can tell, I'm different from the other sharks, so you don't have to worry about that. Well, what do you mean?
What do you mean by different?
Well, I'm not going to tell you. Why not? Because I tell you and you're going to laugh. Well, I'm not going to laugh. Well, everybody says that. Then afterwards you laugh. But
I promise I won't laugh.
Well, I'm a vegetarian.
Okay, Dick.
Oh yeah.
So that's it.
So that's it.
So that's it? I've never told anybody else in my whole life. I'm so tired of keeping a secret. Well, hey, look, I think more sharks should be... What's wrong? Hey,
More
there's
sharks
nothing...
should be like you.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you, Lenny. It's pretty sweet overall.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Exactly. So then eventually he's like, hey, look. And then
I'm vegan.
Lenny's upset and thinks his brother's death was on him. But then Oscar comes to him like, hey, it's not my fault. If it's not your fault. If I wasn't out there, he wouldn't die. Oh, if my dad heard about that, he'd ice you for sure. So what, is he a mob boss or something? Yeah, he is. And then that's when Oscar comes to the realization, oh, wait, I technically took credit for killing John Leno's son.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
he killed Robert De Niro's son.
My boy.
No, not Justin was Don Leno anymore.
Yeah,
On the back of the disc, he was referred to as
Robert De Niro.
He killed Robert De Niro's son, and then Oscar then comes to the conclusion like, oh crap, this is bad. So he goes back to his penthouse where he meets with Sykes and and funny enough. Man, Oscar's game to fame really went quickly because they made a video game of him.
It takes a while to make those. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we don't actually know how long between him killing Lenny to saying he killed Frankie to his rise to stardom. So
yeah, but still, I feel like
it's weird. They never put a time step on this anything, so let's just ignore it.
The making of like how long it took to make 5 Nights at Freddy's 2, kind of.
Yeah, it's weird.
It might have been that might have been just that long.
Who knows?
2 months.
Yeah, who knows? But so Oscar goes to Sykes. Like, okay, we should stop this whole operation. I killed Don Leno's son, and then he's like, oh yeah, I have Don Leno on the phone right here.
Where?
He's like, tell him cut off the phone. Sykes, I have the Shark Slayer right here, and he's gonna say he's gonna kill y'all.
No,
shut up, Sykes, shut up. Yeah, that's a good idea. Shut up, Don Leno. Shut up. That'll be important for later.
No.
Just don't worry. Don't tell him I'm here. Oh, yeah. You want to talk to him? Yeah, he's right here. It's like, shut up. You don't tell me to shut up. You killed one of my sons.
I'll tell you to shut up.
My men are going to come to that reef, and they're going to rip you fin from fin.
Hey, boys, gotta get a pizza.
Oh, yeah, and on the phone, back in the...
Hey, Mario, I'd like a large number 9.
And then they pull up, like, standard wire phones where, back in the day... Here, kiddies, back in the day, when you picked up a wire phone, somebody else in the same building
could onto another line.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then Luca pulls it up like, okay, y'all, I'd like to get a large pepperoni pizza with pie with everything on it. Like, Luca, what are you doing? Hey, boss, why are you working at the pizza joint? Get off the phone, but I'm hungry. And then he hangs up. Know what, Shark Slayer? My men are going to come to the reef and they're going to rip you fin from fin.
Yo, so I'm just saying, the writers cooked with that joke. Respect.
Yeah. Really did.
Yeah, so then...
Can't believe that movie is 21 years old now.
So then Sykes just like, hey, who helps you now? Your Puff Daddy helps you?
Hey, who's your Puff Daddy who takes care of you? Huh?
And then he leaves.
And that aged horribly.
Yeah,
no, I love that.
Then Sykes begins to leave.
Just Puff Daddy? It's Diddy, man.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, I guess it is talking about... Oh, God. Oh, no,
yeah,
man.
Puff was P. Diddy.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Where do you think the P came from?
Oh, I just thought it was...
I thought it was just he was a pimp. Okay,
no,
Ezra, thank you.
Never refer to Puff Daddy again, man.
Okay,
that guy
thank you.
You're welcome.
No, I'm realizing this live on... Thank you, Ezra. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Welcome to my live stream. Today we're playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes, this is Mark.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay, let's continue.
Re-rail.
So Oscar is of course worried, and it goes back to where he put Lenny. He put Lenny to find Angie there. Just like, oh, Angie, what are you doing here? I'm not doing anything. Just wondering what is to do with your shark. A shark. Angie, get out of here. I'll stay behind. Don't shut up, Oscar. He told me everything. Lenny, why'd you tell her everything? Well, I kind of like her. Lenny, how dare you? She's like, what were you thinking, Oscar? You think this is so stupid? You have a pet shark? You say you lied to me and you lied to everybody else?
Look here. Don't take it personally. I lied to everybody.
What did you think, Oscar? Oscar, what did you think did you think that just you'd kill a shark and then everything in your life would go perfect forever? Yeah.
You
idiot. He just straight up says like, yeah, I kind of thought that everything would be fine and dandy forever after I killed a shark.
Yeah, that's right. Or took credit for it.
Yeah, which is kind of fine, hilarious. But, oh no. But, so, they start to, Angie gives a plan, like, we have to find a way out of here, because we have a big problem. Oscar's like, sharks are coming to get me, and they should. Well, how are we going to get out of a scenario? Well, I have a scenario. Oscar, you tell everybody the truth, and Lenny, you go home. And they start laughing like, no, we're not going to do it.
Nope. Can't be doing that.
So then he starts yelling. At a certain point, he just says, no, we haven't gone far enough.
Oh, wait, that's not there yet.
Oh, my bad.
Lenny's... So Oscar's like, okay, Lenny, I have a plan for how to do this. We paint you all bloody, like, and you go over to them and tell them, stop, get out of here.
He's crazy.
That shark say he's crazy. He beat me senses, man. And he's super handsome and sexy and just all around amazing looking.
And I want him.
Yeah, I know. Just making up all this stuff. And then there's like, Angie's like, you're that's too far. You're going too far.
No. Not far enough.
Yeah, so then Lenny basically concocts a pretty good idea of a plan. So,
which is to...
Well, we will go over that, because the next scene cuts to their... They don't actually tell us what the plan is. They just go over to where it's going. Lenny then starts terrorizing the town as a shark, and then Oscar shows up as the Shark Slayer, all heroic looking with his cape flowing in the wind with his catches in his face. No capes. Then they begin fighting, where then there's a Jaws reference by him punching Lenny through a literal billboard of Jaws.
Because LaMayo.
Yeah, then
why not?
So then the fake fight continues with the that's also occurs during this whole point is playing A Little Less Conversation by Elvis Presley. This movie, let's be honest, this movie actually has a pretty good soundtrack.
Pretty good soundtrack. Music, and quite a funny original song that it made. She's dangerous, super fast. Better watch out.
Okay, let's stop.
No,
we must stop.
No, just you play the song over the whole movie.
No, this is the end of the podcast. We're playing the song now.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure.
Season finale.
Eventually, Lenny gets, I guess, a little too into it, and then the guy chomps down on Oscar in his mouth. He just swallows him. Oh no! But then Lenny's just like, "I'm sorry, Oscar. No, sorry. No, this is not close enough for sorry. Sorry is where you step on somebody's fin during movie theater. Sorry is where you say, hey, where's the baby daddy at? And then that person turns out just to be fat. This is as far from sorry as possible, which is kind of hilarious. And then Lenny's about to puke, but then Oscar tells him, no. Open your mouth slowly, as Oscar then makes it look like he pushed his mouth open from the inside. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
You can't handle the truth. That doesn't even make sense for
you had me at hello. You
suck.
Yeah.
Boo, you stink.
Thank you. The fight continues with more Elvis Presley, where Oscar then slams with air quotes Lenny to the ground, where then he with Lenny's help picks him up and starts spinning him around, eventually tossing him, air quotes, into a billboard, which is a pretty cool shot because
it's actually pretty good.
The film crews actually they're filming.
The film crew actually was forever good, but the film wasn't.
On this electronic billboard, it actually shows Lenny, the fight with Oscar and Lenny, and it shows Lenny being tossed at the same billboard where the film is capturing being projected of him being tossed at the billboard, destroying it, with him falling into a massive crevasse.
Pretty good shot.
But then he kind of goes to hide away and makes
pretty good shot.
Using screaming echoes makes it sound like he fell to the bottom and squished. And
then goes to a sewer pipe to hide and return to the shack.
Yep. So everybody, it's like Oscar, everybody thinks he destroyed it. Angie, through this whole time, we should mention Angie and everybody at the whale wash were watching. Like, yeah, you go get him, Oscar.
Though Angie knew already.
Yeah, Angie knew already. And eventually, I guess Lola, seeing all this, is like, it just shuffles on in and gives him a big smooch for the cameras.
And it ruins
disgusting.
the relationship between Angie and Oscar.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
But then, and then, like, has everybody? Wow, this is Katie Current, and I'm watching the Shark Slayer making out.
Not a bad line.
He's
Not a bad line.
Pretty good kisser.
So then we cut back to the shack where Lenny is getting changed behind the big curtain, and Oscar's like, "Hey, Lenny, you did awesome! Yeah, you did too awesome! Yeah, we killed it!" And hey, you
We
kissed
did it, Patrick. We saved the town.
and then he's like, "Hey,"
many SpongeBob references.
and then he's like, "Hey,
My
look
man.
at that big smooch with
Lola.
He needed that anti-kiss.
Oh,
device SpongeBob.
well, it was nothing. It was only something small. Something, and then Angie's like, something small? The entire reef saw you making out with her on TV. Oh, what do you care? There, Ange. What's the problem? Nothing. That's a problem. There's no problem.
Not a problem. That's one of the
problem is you!
Yeah, it's like, so, you know what, Oscar? Sometimes you're so dumb, I want to take your dummy head and...
Who cares about a stupid star?
Yeah, exactly.
I think you care a lot about stupid stars, considering you are one!
Yeah, they have a whole argument where eventually it's like, would Lola love you if you were nobody? Nobody loved me when I was nobody.
Would you love me if I was a fish?
Well, you are one.
Unless you were psych, I wouldn't love you.
Yeah,
Nice.
and then eventually, like, nobody loved me when I was nobody. I did. And then Angie just basically confesses that she loved Oscar before all his lies and everything, and tells him, you were somebody once before, but now you're nobody. You're just a sellout and you're just a sellout.
You're a fraud!
You're a fraud, Spider-Man.
I thought I was seeing Krusty the Clown, but all I saw was Cheapy the Cheapskate!
A Simpsons reference.
No, that was Mr. Krabs.
I was over
I
here
guess I was
singing.
wrong.
I don't remember. Mr. Krabs, I thought I saw Krusty the Clown, but no, all I saw was Cheapy the Cheapsteak.
Oh.
Anyway.
No, I swear it was an episode where he saw Krusty.
And then Lenny this whole time is trying to stay out of the argument, and then emerges from behind the curtain as Sebastian, the whale washing dolphin. And then it's completely silent, and then Oscar just leaves, and then Angie's like, "Oh, it's okay, lady, go behind the curtain." No, it's fine. And then we cut to Oscar, like the after the end of Act 2 breakup scene for a movie, where
of course.
where then Oscar's going through the streets, looking at all of like the fact that he's basically a sellout on Coca-Cola ads and everything, and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm a fraud."
Oh my god, I'm a fraud,
And
Spider-Man.
I realized then he realizes all the good things. He realizes all the good things he gave up for fame and such, and yada
You
yada.
gave up on life, didn't you?
And then eventually he comes back to his pad where Lolo's like, "Hey, it's Shark Slayers. I seen you again." It's like, what about you should hang out with all your friends? They're not my friends. Not all of them are friends. So what? You talking about that bottom feeder Angie? Yeah. Well, you should forget about her. You're a somebody now. You know what, Lola? No, I don't think this is going to work out. So what? You dumping me? Yeah. Then she just like, you know what, Oscar, and then proceeds to slam him against the glass wall where everybody's watching. Like,
young love.
Just a comedic domestic, which probably
Really
shouldn't be
cool.
comedic. I don't know.
Really nice detail on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. But overall, Lola, that relationship with Lola ended. Friendship with the Mudassir ended. Lola is my friend.
Based.
Friendship with Lola ended.
Relationship.
And she's now my new best friend.
I don't know. But anyways, we then cut to later the next day, I'm guessing, where Oscar's buying heart balloons and chocolate. Wow, sugar pie, honey buddy. Wow.
Honey iced tea.
What's playing the song that's playing next is Get It Together. No. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention. Get It Together by Idea Ari was also playing over when Oscar's whole sad part, but Can't Help Myself by Four Tops is playing during this love scene. Like, where then Oscar's also, of course, going through the whale wash and seeing Lenny, who's now taking up a job at the waxing station, pretending to be a dolphin. Pretending to be Sebastian, the whale washing dolphin.
Oh, you went back and did it. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, but then he's like, he's going to go tell Angie he loves her, but then finds she's not there. And then with Ernie and Bernie taking out the position because nobody knows where she is. And then eventually...
And them getting the slogan wrong every time. Even Mr. Psych, a.k.a. now, for some, unfortunately, Puff Daddy.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Saying, It's saying it wrong as well.
Yeah, it's a whale. Welcome to Sykes Whale Wash. It's a whale of wash. Oh my gosh, such a whale. Or something like
Such
that.
a whale of a wash. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So eventually, Oscar. Then they all get a call, just like where he picks it up, and it's Luke, Big Pussy, the Luke of the Octopus.
Hey,
A big pussy look at the octopus.
hey,
Just like, hey, Sock Slayer. This is Luke. This is Luke. Who is this? It's Luke of the Octopus.
Hey Mario, I'd like to order one number 9.
Yeah.
Taste.
Let me. I like to say this part. There's like,
Yes,
it's Luke.
sir.
Oh wait, you want to be Oscar or something like that?
I'm Oscar.
Now you can do it.
It's just like, who is this? You go say who?
Oscar?
It's Luke. It's Luke of the Octopus. It's nobody. Look in the the file cabinet next one to your right. Right. Yeah, that's right. And they pulls out the Kelpie cream bag, which has Lola's necklace in it. That's right, Shark Slayer. We have your girl. Now there's going to be a sit down later today, and if you don't be there, or else your little girlfriend's going to be sleeping with the fishes,
The dead ones.
the dead ones. Now nod your head.
Tell me.
Did you nod your head? Tell me if you nodded your head.
Yes.
Okay. And then hangs up. And then he's like, dang.
Hey, we gotta go get Angie.
Yeah, and then he's like, this is exactly what the mob do. They take the thing you love away from you forever. But then it's like, we have to go.
Took my love.
We have to go save her. What are we supposed to do? Tell him that, hey, Dad, I'm a dolphin, and the shark say over here's a fake.
Wait a minute, is that Lenny? I'm
And then-
Martin Scorsese.
And then Sykes like, wait a minute, this can't be real. Is that Lenny? And then he immediately realized, if that was Lenny, and you're not a shark slayer, that means I told Don Lino, and then does the meme face like, shut up, Lino, shut up. And he's like, tell me that's not true. Oscar, tell me that's not Lenny. Tell me you're a real shark slayer. I'm
Nope.
not a real shark slayer, Sykes.
Oh.
But the sharks don't know that. So then we cut to Les Sit Down, where
sit down.
where
Hey,
we
it's
see
the sit down. Huh?
2 swordfish.
3 great killer whales, about 4 great whites, a couple sun sharks, 3 what looks like also 4 hammerheads, and Luca
Big
the
Pussy
Octopus,
Luca.
and Big Pussy the Luca the Octopus.
That's right.
Yep, should we stop saying that? I don't know.
I think this is our last mention of him.
Yeah,
Yes.
whatever.
So, like, we're
Actually,
gonna
no. We'll stop using the big.
Yeah.
We'll just call him Pussy Luca.
No, just call him Luca the
Okay,
Octopus.
fine.
Sal the octopus, because
Whatever.
Sal was his name.
Whatever.
Oh,
So.
right. Oh, right, he had a name.
Yeah.
So then Oscar's just messing with the sharks, like they're absolutely
Roar.
terrified him at the table.
And one guy keeps fainting
Yeah,
because
keeps fainting at his mere presence. But Sykes is, of course, also freaking the F out about the whole situation. But luckily, Oscar's is keeping a cool head while Lenny's pretending to be his dolphin muscle.
because of course,
Sebastian,
the whale
Washington Dolphin.
But then Don Lino comes in like, who Oscar's like, who organized this sit down? It was me, Don Lino.
it was me, Dolly
It's
Lazine.
me, Robert De Niro.
That's right, Robert De Niro.
You know, Shark Slayer, we know each other. We're practically family now. You took my sons out of the world. You took the sons that I raised, that I cared for out of the world. Now I'm going to take something from you. And then reveals that they have Angie tied up on a literal silver
platter.
on a literal silver platter.
Oh my God, Sopranos reference. Okay, I gave my life to my children on a silver platter. Olivia Soprano, Tony's mother.
Yeah,
Remember that moment? Remember?
I
Yeah.
gave my life to my children on a silver platter.
Exactly. But basically, Oscar's like, "What? I don't even know that chick. You don't got me for anything." But then Lola
Really
shows up.
shows
Then
you.
straight up Lola shows up, like, "Oh yeah, Shark Slayer.
I guess
this
she
is his
would-
girl."
What?
Oh, and then everybody's like, "Whoa, pretty lady." It's like, you know what,
Oh,
Oscar? The one thing I like more in this world than money is revenge. And it's like, "Oh, I'm in love."
Oh, and one of the mobsters says a famous line from The Sopranos. Oh, Marone.
Yep.
Oh, Marone.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So then Oscar's basically like, "Ha! You don't have anything on me, Lino," and then orders Sebastian to then take out
The hostage.
the hostage. Where Lino swallows.
Kill
Where
hostage.
then Lenny, then Sebastian Lenny swallows
Ange.
Angie in his mouth. Make it look like they don't have anything on. But then Oscar proceeds to start dancing. It's Oscar time.
You idiot! Get the hell out of there!
And they just starts
Yep.
boasting the whole time. It's just
No.
like, and he's basically like, "Okay, sharks, I have command. I am the commander here, and you guys will not do anything else I say so. If you sneeze, you do not wipe that boogie if I say so. You do not say okay if I say without my okay. Okay." Basically, threat. And then, what are y'all doing here on the Love Boat? Get yourself a real hideout. You're the mob.
Go to that
Yes.
sushi bar.
Yeah,
Based.
but then, well, because Lenny seems like he can't stomach the taste of regular fish. Then
He proceeds to vomit
up,
everything he's eaten.
like
including a violin.
the contents include a broom, what looks like to be a radio, license plate
From Louisiana.
and a volleyball.
And a Sharky precision detail license plate.
Yep. So
Because of course.
So then, and of course Angie. So then they're like, "Oh, you okay, Angie? Where?" And
No, I was eating.
And then finally, Lenny's like, "Oh, I couldn't take it anymore." But then, well, of course, because Don Lino was his dad, it was like, Frank, Lenny,
Oh my God! It's my son.
Robert
Lenny.
De Niro, it's me.
It's my son.
Lenny, is that you? What I thought you were lost. What are you wearing? And then, what are you dressed as? And then,
I'm
then,
dressed
Put him
as
in
Sebastian.
you put him in dolphin face. What the hell?
then Lenny
That's
takes off.
racist, man.
Then Lenny takes off all his stuff, like he was wearing a scarf thing to make it look like
That's made a caution tape. It's
to,
a really nice world building.
to hide the fact that he's wearing, to hide the fact that he has gills, and then takes off a rubber band around his nose up and wipes away the fact that he's blue from all the
He's blue, double D, double D.
from all the paint.
Ba-da-bee-da-ba-da.
It's like, and then Luca's like, "Oh, look, boss, it's Lenny. He was wearing a disguise so we wouldn't recognize him, but now that he's not wearing a disguise, we do recognize him." It's like, "Thank you, Luca. Thank you, Luca. It's not like we could figure that out ourselves."
Face.
Kitty!
But then Lenny's like, then Don's like, "What are you doing, Lenny? I thought you were dead. Why are you dressed as this? You working for
He's
the guy who
Russian
killed your brother? You don't work against the family. What is wrong with you?" Oh, it's like, "Hey, Darlito, there's a big misunderstanding here. What did I ever do to you? You took
eat
Frankie
people.
away and you turned my son into a dolphin."
I'm gonna kill you.
And so then, that's exactly what he tries to do. He then,
Why do you sound like Jerry Seinfeld? I'm gonna kill you, man.
then he proceeds to chase.
no.
He then proceeds to chase Oscar around, who's running for his life. Where then he gets stuck in a porthole. "Help me, step-bro, I'm stuck." Okay, I need to stop.
Okay. Kill yourself for that one.
Okay,
But
yeah.
anyways, they should come back.
Yeah, just like, say hello. Well, look who's stuck in the porthole. Say hello to my little friends. Instead of
Boo, you stink!
Boo! You should have just had the broken glass bones and paper skin story.
Yep, whatever. Yeah, so
That's what
Lino
we've been
escapes from this and
waiting
begins
for.
to chase Oscar into the, funny enough, chases Oscar into the whale wash, where then Oscar tries using the whale washer's whale trapping mechanism to trap him, but sadly, Lenny instead, where then Don tries chasing him through more, but luckily funny enough, Oscar actually manages to defeat both Lino by trapping him within the mechanisms, like the washing stuff of the whale washer, which is a really clever way of viewing that.
Not bad.
Well,
bad.
Angie also gets stuck in a giant bubble.
Because
And-
look, it's Glenda.
And
Wait.
then they kiss. Which
Yeah,
is
well,
what
no,
we've been waiting
Not
for.
yet.
Oh,
You're moving
okay.
faster than we can
But
preview.
that's-
Yes.
Yeah. So then everybody's like, "Hey, Oscar, he took down these two sharks. Or Oscar, help me get out of here. I need to get away. What did you do to my son?" And then everybody's like chanting Oscar. And then Oscar's I guess he's finally tired of it. So then he's like, "I am not a real shark slayer."
Your cat's face whenever you were saying that.
So then he just
I don't know what's
happening to me.
Okay, we're gonna stop. Get out the music number. Anyways,
So yeah,
he
Oscar,
admits he's a fake.
and that he
Then frees the sharks.
yeah, the
and-
fact that he tells like, "Hey, I didn't kill Frankie. It was an anchor." And then Don asks Lenny, "Why didn't you come home then? If that's not the case?" "Well, you wanted me to be somebody I'm not."
Straight.
Yeah. So then Oscar's like, "Well, what's with this whole thing impression of each other? Or everybody so what? Your son eats kelp. So what? He likes his best friend's a fish. So what? He dresses like a dolphin. So what?" Everybody actually, this is a pretty cool message. Everybody loves Lenny just the way he is. Why can't you? That's actually a pretty cool message for this weird movie.
Not bad.
Just
Yes.
like everybody loves them for who they are. Why can't you? It's actually a pretty common thing. And then Lena's like,
Pretty
and Lena's like, "You know what? Yeah, I've been kind of a jerk. Could you let me out of this thing so I can give my son a hug and tell him
I'm sorry, my boy.
My
So then-
boy.
my boy,
My boy.
my boy." So they hug it out.
This is what a true warrior strives for.
So they hug it out, and then Oscar's like, "Okay, Lino, we cool now? Nobody's attacking the reef and such?" "Yeah, and we're cool." "Yeah,
Bull.
Yeah,
I
there's
call
sh-
bull on
yeah, there's
that.
sharks that eat fish, yada yada."
I hope for the second film they have Dolphin Gang. As in a previous scene, they mentioned my brother was whacked by a dolphin once.
Yeah, dolphin muscle. But anyways, Oscar apologizes to Angie, and they kiss.
Also, there's a turtle in the background that loops nodding his head. It's hilarious.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird background animation characters, but this is a 2004 movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I expect better!
Yeah, I expect better from a 2004 animation
movie.
movie.
Like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Big Stein wants something.
Yeah, but anyways, everything's back to normal, and we cut to basically Katie Curran then asks, "Oh, Oscar, now that you've given up everything you lied so hard to achieve, what's next for your life?" And then Oscar then decides
I'm
that
starting a business.
yeah, he actually takes up a manager position of the Whale Wash, where I'm guessing Syke just owns the place while he works as manager. Which is pretty cool. He actually still has everything he wants. He got to be successful, but with everything.
But there's a part of this ending that made me die. But we'll get to that in a second.
And also, Sykes is wearing a pimp hat and a chain for some reason.
I love it. I love.
He
Pimp
now really
Sykes.
is the Puff Daddy.
I mean, it's
Let's
true.
kill him. Let's kill him.
It's
Okay,
true.
I will
He
accept my
refers
death.
to himself as Puff. Like, come on, man,
So that's what happened to Mrs. Puff's husband.
Mr. Puff.
She's married. No, she's single. Then what happened to Mr. Puff?
She doesn't like to talk about that.
Man, we really are
also
trying to
Sykes.
SpongeBob it
Also,
up.
because after I forgot to mention Sykes.
We should do a SpongeBob movie.
Also, yeah, we should probably do one of those maybe.
Oh no, the second one.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But then,
Okay.
Crazy Joe admits, I'm not a real financial advisor while also Oscar's admitting he'll think something I missed.
Okay.
But moving on from that, basically everything is good now. And then the standard kids movie like ending song, like
They're
the
having
car
a
wash,
good
whoa, car wash, yeah.
But they remix some of
Car
that
wash.
and this dance party, and Oscar high fives the Shark Mafia. I'm sorry,
Also,
that's not how it
Now, okay,
happened.
whites can do that.
Also, the shorties are now like open their own like spray painting business where they spray paint cool designs on sharks, and they get to join in. And then Frankie, and then they
get
all have like a
capital
and then,
investment
then Frankie
themselves.
with his own, then Lenny with his own L-shaped chain and backwards hat.
L Daddy.
Yeah, then begins to do a dance battle with Oscar and his crew, and same the shrimp joined in too.
I died of cringe. I'll just tell you that.
It's a bad ending for
No,
a film. In the sense of it's the usual typical cringy kids dancing.
Yeah, it's
at
fine.
the end, like, yo, I'm gonna dance battle you, man.
And then
yeah.
and then the credits, and then the very end is where Oscar and Angie are dancing on the Whale Wash sign with a worm reappearing to smile and wink away. And then the credits begin, going over all of the amazing people where they were in this film. Oh, and then there's one post-credit scene that's absolutely hilarious. Where we cut.
Crazy Joe.
Wait. We cut to Oscar's former penthouse. I don't know if he still lives there. Just like,
Probably.
Oscar, baby, I'm so sorry I was so crazy earlier.
Take me back,
but
please.
But you'd be crazy not to take me back. And then Crazy Joe emerges from behind.
You know who else is crazy?
Yeah, it's like,
Me.
did somebody say crazy? And that's where the movie ends.
That's what we've been waiting for.
Yay.
Okay.
Well, that is Shark
we
Tale.
shark-tailed it
Yay.
up.
Sharking my tailing.
No.
I don't know what to say about this movie. It's a bad
It's
movie.
a strange movie.
It's a good bad movie.
Yeah, it's something just a fun to watch.
I
a
have a lot of fun watching this.
Maybe this is my this may just be my nostalgia talking, but I love this movie. I watch it so much.
No, I love it, but for weird reasons.
I love it because I get to look at Sykes.
Yeah.
Ironically, for the lulz, I give this movie an 8 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
But my true actual score, without any of the funny reasons, is 3.
I give it a 5.
I give it a 5. I'll give it a 5. It's got
like
some
halfway good.
It's half good. But yeah, that is Shark
You have
Tale.
a different opinion. We're gonna stab you now.
No.
Okay.
You disagreed.
This is everybody. Before the chaos erupts, that was Shark Tale, and I hope you enjoyed. I'm Hayden Jensen.
And I'm Will Brunson, and this is Ezra.
Hi. We are going to potentially do SpongeBob.
Maybe.
At some point.
Allegedly.
Maybe not next. But,
Anyway, it's time for my apologies. I made a severe and horrible lapse in judgment.
Do you need me to get me
No.
Do you need me to get you a ukulele for God's sake?
Yeah.
Okay, there I go making another dated reference. But thank you very much. This is ADHD, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.